everyone, and welcome to day number 16 of our Christmas Advent Yoga. So today we are going to be doing a twisting flow that's going to be really working through the spine and releasing any tension throughout the lower back all the way up towards the neck, and then we'll be gently easing into our bow pose as well. So as always, just be really mindful of your body. If you do have any back injuries, or if you are pregnant, or if you've had any recent abdominal surgery or any ulcers in any way, it is advised for you not to be doing this pose, but you, as always, you're more than welcome to join in the flow. So we are going to be starting in our child's pose today. We're going to be taking the knees wide, drawing the feet together so the big toes just touch and the knees are as wide as your mat, and start to lower the chest down towards the earth and slowly just begin to unwind, and I will see you there. Okay, so just arriving now, as I said, on your mat with your knees wide, big toes touching, softening the breath, allowing it to be smooth and controlled. Letting the breath come in through the nose, down the back of the throat and into the lungs, down deep into the stomach too. And either keeping the arms straight out or keeping a slight bend in the elbows. Stretching through the lower spine. And then begin to slowly make your way up to all fours, knees underneath hips, wrists underneath shoulders. And begin making your way through your cat and cow. So rounding the stomach, pressing into the earth, separating the shoulder blades, and then coming into your cow pose, gazing forwards, taking a deep breath in. And then exhale, begin to again round the spine. And just be continuously moving through your cat and cow, connecting it with your breath. Perhaps not having to wait for me to guide you into each pose. You just begin to listen and perhaps hold a position for longer or continuously move. It's entirely up to you. We slowly just begin to oscillate the spine, beginning to create flexion and extension. And beginning just looking from one shoulder to the other, just working through the hips, coming into little twists. And then just begin to move in your own way, maybe from side to side, dropping the hips down, little twists. Begin to tuck the toes under, send the hips up towards the sky, coming into your downward facing dog. Pedaling through the knees, bending and straightening them, extending the spine, pressing through those hands, lifting the hips up. Begin to drop the knees down, extend your right arm all the way up towards the sky, perhaps looping it around the back. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, feed it underneath your left arm, coming down to your right shoulder. Allowing the left hand to just be still touching the earth. Gently pressing into that left hand, bringing the right hand back, just realigning yourself again, and then inhale back up with that right arm. Exhale, feed it underneath the left. And then this time you can be placing your hands perhaps forwards to the top of the mat. You could also loop it around the back again, opening out the shoulder. Or perhaps you just wish to keep it resting down beside you. Find your comfortable position. Place the hand back down and slowly arrive back into your tabletop position, just gently easing from side to side, dropping down the hips, working through it, maybe perhaps a little cobra, whatever feels right. And then realigning yourself again, We're going to extend up with the left arm, gazing up towards the sky. And loop that arm round behind you again. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, feed it underneath the right. Coming down onto the left shoulder. Creating just that little twist through the spine at this moment. And then we slowly arrive back into tabletop position. Inhale, lifting up with that left arm again. Arriving back down into your twist. Taking your right arm forwards. Or perhaps looping it round behind you. Placing it wherever feels comfortable as you're in your thread the needle. Taking a deep breath and gradually making your way up to tabletop. And then walking those hands forward, sinking the chest down, arriving in puppy pose. So we're starting to extend the spine. Arms are straight out in front of you. If you wish to take it into a deeper stretch, you can rest your arms on the block. And this will allow yourself to just sink deeper into the stretch. And then start to shift the weight forwards, keeping on your forearms as you come down to your Sphinx pose. Drawing the shoulder blades back and down, gazing forwards. And then again, keeping those forearms on the floor, just pushing the glutes back to extend back into your puppy pose. Hips are above the knees, lengthening through the spine. Deep breath in and exhale, come forwards again into your Sphinx pose. Slowly lower the chest down to the earth. Place the hands just beside you. Take a deep breath in as you push up now to a cobra position. Relaxing the shoulders, drawing the shoulder blades back and down. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Begin to extend all the way back into your downward facing dog. Pedaling through the knees, drawing one heel down towards the earth at a time. Bend and straighten the knees as you go. And then dropping back down to the knees, untuck the toes. Step your right foot in between the hands, making sure the knee is over ankle. Then inhale up to your low lunge, taking it into a rise, either staying forwards or coming into a twist. Right hand coming to the back of the mat and then taking it to the left thigh, lifting up with the left arm. And then cartwheeling the arms over, bringing your left hand to the inside of the right foot. Bring your right hand down. Lift your back knees, step back into your plank, chaturanga, and push through to cobra, sphinx, or up dog. Exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. Pedaling through the knees again, drawing one foot down towards the earth at a time. Dropping back down to the knees, untuck the toes. Take your left foot now in between the hands, ensure knee is over ankle. Gazing forwards, inhale, rise up. Exhale, twisting towards that left leg, trying to hold your balance. In fact, you might find one side easier than the other, and then coming into that reverse lunge. So bringing now your left hand to the right thigh, lifting the right arm up, cartwheeling the arm over, placing the right hand on the inside of the left foot, gaze up towards the left hand. Bring your left hand down now, frame that front foot, begin to lift the back knee, step back into plank, chaturanga, pushing through to cobra, sphinx, or up dog. And then exhale into your downward facing dog. Pedal through the feet one at a time. And then you're going to take now your left hand to the outside of the right foot and about the calf height, coming into a downward facing dog twist. And then release your left hand. And then we're going to go again on the right, so taking hold of the right outside of the left leg, sorry, with the right hand. Little twist. Bring the hand back down. Inhale, lift up the right leg. Draw the knee in. Gaze forwards. Step the foot through. Plant yourself down into that front foot and inhale, rise up. Relaxing the shoulders. Coming into that twist again towards the right leg. So taking the right hand towards the back of the mat. Placing it down onto the left leg. Inhale, lift up with that left arm. Coming back into your twist, lift up the arms, open out now to your warrior two. Back foot is perpendicular to your front foot. We begin to straighten that front leg. And then begin to twist again towards your right leg, coming into a reverse trikonasana, gazing up towards that right hand. We lift back up through warrior one into our warrior two. Bring the right arm down to right thigh, extend up with the left arm, creating that one straight line all the way down your left arm, down the torso, down the leg. Twist your body round now to face the right and grab hold, if you can, of your left foot with your right hand. Place the foot down. Start to come into your little side plank, lifting up your right leg. Take hold of your right foot, open out the hip. If you want to take this extra stretch, release the hand back down, twist the body round, bring the right foot back in, gazing forwards. Inhale, lift that left leg, exhale, step forwards, arriving in your Uttanasana forward fold. Take hold of your left leg with your right arm, coming into another twist, bending your right knee. You should feel a really deep stretch here down the back of the leg. And release into the center, and then going on the other side, extending up with the right arm, bending that left knee, gazing up towards the right hand. Arriving back into Uttanasana, you can begin to hug the elbows. Inhale, lift up to a halfway lift. Taking a couple of breaths here, plant the hands down. And then begin to step your left foot back, followed by your right. Arriving in plank, chaturanga. Lengthen through to cobra, sphinx or up dog. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Lifting up the left leg. Draw that knee in, taking your time as you gaze forwards and step that left foot through. Push through that front foot, again try and find your balance. Relax the shoulders, sinking down into your lunge. And going into a twist towards that left leg. And then exhale, place your left hand onto your right leg. Bring into your little reverse. Begin to open out now to your warrior two, turning to the side of the mat. Double check the alignment of the feet. Straighten your front leg, twist your body round, going into your Trikonasana, gazing up towards that left hand, right hand to the outside of the left shin. Push back round into your warrior two, again double checking the alignment. Coming into your side angle, stretching up with the right arm. Begin to twist your body round, arriving down into your low lunge. Drop your back knee, untuck the toes. Begin now to just extend your left leg out behind you, finding that balance coming into your side plank, extending up. You have an option to grab hold of that foot if you want to. with your left hand taking hold of your left foot. Release the hand from the foot, twist the body round, plant the foot down. Come back into your plank, exhale chaturanga, soften down to cobra. So hips are resting on the ground as well as the legs, and slowly lower the chest down towards the earth. Inhale, lift back up to a cobra, drawing the shoulder blades back and down. Exhale, lower. Placing one hand on top of the other, just shaking out the hips. Begin now to bend and straighten your knees, both at the same time, or you can alternate them. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend the knees. Start to take hold of your left foot with your left hand and use your right arm to prop yourself up, gazing forwards. Release the hand, place both arms back down to the ground, shake out the hips, and then lift up with the left arm. Grab hold of the right foot with the right hand. Couple of breaths and release. And you can either practice that a couple of times, perhaps that's all you would wish to take your bow pose today, or otherwise start to take hold of both feet now. Taking both arms behind you, holding the feet, gazing forwards. Slowly start to lift up into your bow pose by pressing the feet in towards the hands, lifting up the chest as much as possible, and exhale, lower down. Release the feet and from the hands, shake out the hips. We can then try again if you want to, or perhaps you wish to go into your child's pose now. Listen to your body and notice what feels right. Take a deep breath in and exhale, push up. Couple of breaths here in your bow pose. Exhale, release. Place the hands underneath you. Exhale, sink your glutes back into your child's pose. You can bring the palms together and bring them behind the head. Taking in deep breaths. Perhaps you wish to bring the arms down by your side. Slowly release. Begin to take the legs forwards, arriving in the center of your mat. Slowly lowering yourself down, drawing the knees in towards the chest. Just coming into a couple of supine twists. You can drop the knees over to the left side first, either stacking the knees or keeping your left leg extended down the mat, and then that will help draw the right knee closer to the ground. You can rest them on a block. And then again, using your core just to draw the knees in. Ensure you have enough space to the other side. Drop the knees to the right. Option to extend the right leg and allow the left knee to draw closer to the earth. Your drishti, your gaze, can go up towards the ceiling, or you may wish to gaze towards your left shoulder. It's entirely up to you. Slowly begin to come back to center and come into your comfortable rested pose for Shavasana. I decided to take my feet to the width of the mat and drop the knees in, but perhaps you wish to stretch completely out as you just begin to slow the breath and perhaps reflect on your practice for today. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining in. Namaste. Thank you for joining in today. Don't forget to hit subscribe in order to follow the remainder of our Christmas Advent yoga sessions. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Namaste.